Hello everyone! I wanted to show you guys my absolute favorite pair of Fischers that I have because I wanted to set them out early to breed this season. The green one is the male and the blue is the female, and I wanted to kind of share their story with y'all. So with the green one, I bought him in a batch of 15 birds. There were 7 pairs and he was the only one that was all alone. He didn't have a pair. I sold most of the other pairs, but I decided to keep this one because I really had a heart for him and I wanted to find him a good mate. Now with the black and blue one, she was a very interesting bird. When I got her with a batch of 5 other birds. It was her, and she was actually paired with a peach face, and she had 3 little baby birds. So it was her, the peach face lovebirds, with her 3 baby birds. It was actually really interesting when I got her because she seemed to be really aggressive toward any other birds, including her partner, the peach face she was paired with. Other than her babies, she was aggressive with just about every other bird. And because of this, I decided to try something I never tried before. I ended up taking away the male and putting him in a nearby cage where they can still see each other, and kept the mom with her 3 babies in my big aviary. I left her there for about a day to see how she would react, if she would be more aggressive or less aggressive, and she honestly didn't seem to care at all. She almost seemed happier to me with just her 3 little babies in her nest, and being able to be out with a lot of the other birds. I didn't expect her to find another partner so soon, but it only took about 3 days for her to become really attached and almost in love with this green little guy. Her babies were also getting old enough where they didn't need to be fed by their mom all the time, and they were starting to leave the nest and fly out and find food on their own. So one night I go out to check on them after they all fallen asleep, and I discovered that she actually kicked all of her babies out of her nest and was sharing the nest with just this green Fischer. Her babies didn't seem to mind all that much because they were old enough to be away, and they ended up finding another place to stay for the night. And I found it really interesting that I have actually witnessed a breakup between 2 lovebirds because I never seen this happen before. Anyways, after she was all settled in with her new partner, I decided to see what would happen if I put her previous partner back in the big aviary with all the other birds. After I put him back in my aviary, I noticed that he did show interest in wanting to continue to be with this blue black mask lovebird, but she was just not having it. She didn't want anything to do with him, and I guess he eventually just started to get over it and hang around someone else. And that's when I decided that they were no longer a pair and that it was alright to sell him. So I guess she was just over him. I've never seen this before, and I don't know what to think about it, but it was very interesting to me. So I was actually hoping, or in the back of my mind, I was hoping that she would honestly choose a blue male that looks kind of like her so she can produce the babies, the blue and black mask babies that look like her. But I like to let my birds choose their partner instead of just throwing 2 birds in a cage and forcing them to be partners. It always goes way better if you just put them in a flock together and see who pairs up and let them decide who they want to be with. Kind of like humans, you know? And out of all the options she had in the aviary, she ended up going with this little guy. And I'm happy for her. She's happier than she's ever been. She's less aggressive and more calm than she's ever been than when she had her previous partner. Maybe I should do some research and try to figure out why this anomaly occurred, because I've never seen it before and it was really interesting to me. Another reason I felt like it was the right thing for them to split up is because if you get a crossbreed mutation between a Fischer lovebird and a peach face lovebird and they have offspring, their offspring actually won't be able to reproduce. It's kind of like a mule, a cross between a horse and a donkey, and you get a mule, but they won't be able to reproduce. I like my birds to live as naturally as possible, just like they would in the wild, and being able to go out and find a partner they want to be with and start a little family with them is perfectly natural and is exactly what they want to do. One of the reasons they're called lovebirds is because they stick with their partner for life, and they actually breed for life. They'll live up to 20, 25, 30 years old, and they'll lay a clutch of eggs every single warm season until they die. And with these mutations that crossbreed that won't be able to reproduce, My opinion is they can't be as happy as the other lovebirds just because they won't be able to find a partner and breed with them and raise a little family of their own. So for this reason, I ended up giving away her 3 babies and selling her previous partner, the peach face, and letting her live with her new partner that she chose for my selection, which ended up being this little guy. And I think it's actually perfect because when I got him, he didn't have a partner either, and it actually took a while for him to find a partner. I probably had him for a few months and he was just all alone. Wasn't really interested in any of the other females, but when I brought her in, they just paired right up within the first couple of days. I think they're perfect for each other, and I wanted to give them a chance to breed early in the season. I'll probably just keep them in the house while it's still too cold to put them all outside. Anyways, I really love this pair, and I hope that they can be successful in breeding. And I wanted to say that I appreciate all of you for stopping by, and I wanted to encourage everyone to get out, find a nice hobby that doesn't involve staring at a screen all day. Go on a nature walk. Maybe go bird watching. Maybe keep a feather book or something. I want to encourage y'all to get outside, enjoy nature, enjoy the animals, appreciate the world we live in, and as always, have a lovely day.